Baby boomers really did have it all, according to the Labour leader Ed Miliband, who's accused the coalition of betraying Britain's promise to leave each generation better off than the last. But the Deputy Prime Minister, Nick Clegg, blamed Labour for hanging a dead weight of debt around young people's necks. Here's our economics correspondent, economics editor, Faisal Islam.
Born after the war, as a group, Britain's baby boomers have had a good run, enjoying flower power liberalism in the 1960s, free university education, a rapid rise in house prices and generous pensions. But as the first wave of baby boomers reach the official age for retirement this year, tuition fees are being hiked, maintenance allowances scrapped, leaving a growing band of young people increasingly angry that their generation is being treated unfairly. Today, the opposition leader launched his pitch for that generation's support.
And that's where our party has to stand. It has to stand as the party that says, we believe in making this promise of Britain a reality. We believe that the next generation can do better than the last, and that's where it's going to stand under my leadership.
Mr Miliband appears to be adopting a not uncontroversial view of Britain, that of generational fairness. So let's compare the lot of a retiring baby boomer here with today's rebellious youth over there. As individual students, it's well known that the government's tuition fees could see debts of over £25,000 just to pay tuition. Yet for the baby boomer at university in the mid-60s, not only were the fees free, they were given a means-tested grant worth £12,000 over 3 years in today's money. As homeowners, the baby boomers were first-time buyers in the 70s and 80s at an average age of just 26 years old, and then enjoyed rampant house price growth. This generation are buying their first home aged 37. As our boomer moves into his pension, he may have benefited from a golden era of final salary pensions and early retirement. This generation won't only have to pay for that through higher contributions in the public sector, they'll have no chance of such generosity for themselves, perhaps retiring in their 70s. Also thinking blue skies economics at lunchtime in the north of England today, the Deputy Prime Minister, using the same generational unfairness argument to make the opposite point, that the Labour government bequeathed us all with a £22,000 share of the national debt.
It's like simply shuffling off our responsibility to pay off our debts, this generation's debts, to the next. And this strikes me as little short of intergenerational theft. It's the equivalent of loading up your credit card as a parent with debt and then expecting your children to pay it off for you.
So there's a wonk war over who's being the most unfair to Britain's youth. No actual policies just yet, but the philosophical dividing line of the future.